specifically O'Fallon, Missouri, where if I were a bigger wheel in this company, I wouldn't have to park 2 miles away and hike all morning long just to get to the office. It's Late Night with Glenn Chase. Tonight, venture buyers Brad Glazer, Cindy Wallace, and Paul Bine, plus stupid buyer tricks, store mail, jazz hornblower BMO Glazer, and Bill Rose in the world's most dangerous band. And now, a man so friendly, he lets his dog kick him after a bad day at the office, Glenn Chase.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show once again. I'm Glenn Chase, and yes, you're at the right place. This is the full Sight and Sound video. On behalf of the entire electronics crew, I'd like to thank you for your anticipated support of this, yet another major event. Well, Bill, believe it or not, it's time once again for Venture's semi-annual Sight and Sound extravaganza. Any ideas to the derivation of the phrase sight and sound?
Well, could it be that sight refers to TVs and sound to audio?
Astute observation, Bill. And as you know, sight and sound covers just about everything. The other senses, smell, touch, and feel, will be handled, of course, under Venture's new friendliness program. I don't know, I can't remember the last time there was so much genuine excitement created by a sight and sound sale. Maybe it's the Nintendo games and cartridges, or the multitude of boomboxes and musical keyboards, or maybe it's just that we get to act goofy on another sight and sound video. Bill, have you seen the monstrous new generator they just installed outside the general office? You know what that's for?
Well, I don't have a clue.
Good. They tell me it's used to power the new ultra-fast, high-speed computer system. Now, this is quite an impressive computer, supposedly the fastest made.
How fast is it?
Well, it's so fast that we can now actually get Monday sales on Sunday. Well, what came as a surprise to many executives here at Venture, it was necessary once again to change Venture's official slogan. As many of you may recall, it was announced during our last Sight and Sound video that the slogan, "We can make it happen," needed to be changed to the more catchy, "Goodbye for now, see you soon." Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seatbelts because effective November 1, Venture will institute yet another in a series of hard-hitting PR campaigns. Are you ready, Bill? Here it is, the official Venture company-wide slogan, effective in about a week. At Venture, you pay less. To give our viewers an idea of how the program will work, let's take a look at a prototypical setup at Venture Store 150. Late Night's on-assignment reporter, Tina Malinsky, was on the scene live. Tina, what's going on over there?
Thank you, Glenn. And like you said, we're here at Store 150 where we're testing Venture's new company-wide slogan, "At Venture, you pay less." And well, Glenn, I think this picture speaks for itself.
Total payment of $250, $265.
Less you have a call charge on 5, less a call on 5.
Health has become an important issue here at Venture. As many of you already know, smoking is now prohibited at the general office. Now, not to be outdone, the stores have instituted their own health program. Effective immediately, it's against company policy to have either lunch or dinner in the store's snack bar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we put together quite a show for you tonight. You'll be privileged to meet the entire electronics buying organization. Now, I'd like to introduce them by name, but I'm not exactly sure who they are. In addition to the buyers, we've got lots of surprises, information, and just plain fun. Sight and Sound will pull in over $7 million in week 3 of November. That's impressive even by show business standards. And now, here's our good friend, ladies and gentlemen, the young, the personable, Billy Rose. Bill.
Glenn, I just wanted to say that as far as I'm concerned, this is the grooviest sight and sound ever. I know the stores will have as much fun watching it as we are making it. Furthermore, we're privileged to have joining us tonight in our band my favorite hornblower, a kooky kind of guy, BMO Glazer.
Welcome, BMO. Nice to have you with us tonight. Now, an event as big as Sight and Sound wouldn't have a chance if it didn't receive full support from every part of the company. That's the buying organization, the distribution group, the warehouses, right to your stores. In the next half hour or so, we'll get to meet some of the pivotal players responsible for pulling this monstrous happening together, along with some of the key items themselves, store mail, stupid buyer tricks, and a whole lot more, starting with, as I alluded to before, the top 10 list from our home office in O'Fallon, Missouri. And tonight's category, the top 10 reasons items get picked for the Sight and Sound sale. Number 10, ran last year. Number 9, Target's running it. Number 8, Nintendo. Number 7, recommended by Mr. Searman. Number 6, item sounds friendly. Number 5, Walmart may run it. Number 4, Nintendo. Number 3, fits into a theme page. Number 2, we've got a lot of them. And the number 1 reason items get picked for the Sight and Sound sale, vendor has demonstrated the ability to actually get the goods here before the ad breaks. Joining us now, senior buyer, and we call him senior because he's very old, Brad Glazer, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Glazer. Hi, Brad. Welcome to the show. Have a seat. Holy cow. Is that your key items or a list of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders' phone numbers?
Well, with all these great items, I just got a little carried away. I'll just read a few of the top name brands as my smiling assistant shows them to you. We expect to sell 6,000 Nintendo action sets during Sight and Sound for $600,000. With featured cartridges like Ice Hockey, Life Force, Top Gun, and Punch-Out, we expect to sell 28,000 cartridges for $842,000. That's $1,442,000 just for Nintendo.
In case you're wondering, Chris can't talk on camera because we're only paying him scale. Thanks, Brad and Chris. One last thing. What can the stores do to help make all of these great things happen?
Well, Glenn, it's important that the BrotherWord processor is operational and the self-demo program is working.
What excitement. It seems like you've got all the hot areas, Brad. Thanks for coming and good luck with Sight and Sound. We'll be right back after this word. Stay with us.
Magnavox. Smart choice. Very smart.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. It's now time once again for store mail, and I have the actual letters sent in from the stores. And if they weren't actual, I'd have nothing in my hands. Dear Glenn, I work in the Springfield store and seldom get to see the buyers and yourself. I'm real curious to know just how your organization operates. Kind of a behind-the-scenes peek at the inner workings of your high-performance group. The disciplines you use will help me better run my department. That's from Sharon in Store 3. Well, Sharon, it's really no big secret. I treat my associates the way I'd like them to treat me. A little friendliness and caring go a long way. As a matter of fact, just for the record, I'm a strong believer in fairness and equality, no matter how stupid they are or how much smarter I am than they are. You know, just the other day, I was making the rounds through my division. Morning, Brad. Everything under control here?
I think so, Glenn. I'm just recalculating the initial budget run for the spring plans.
Excellent. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Glenn.
How's it going in your areas this morning?
Real good. I'm just punching up next week's videotape to make sure the stores are covered for the ad.
Super. Keep it up.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Good morning, Paul.
Hi, Glenn.
How are things looking in electronics?
We're looking great over here, Glenn. I was just proofing December advertising to make sure the copy states exactly what the ad says.
Excellent. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. The coast is clear.
How about a movie? Well, what's playing? Why don't we have a drink?
Send more Nintendo. All you got. Send more Pee Wee Herman videos. Don't forget Donald Duck. Send more Donald Duck and Pee Wee Herman videos. No. Goodbye. Hi, Mom. I'll be late for nap time. I have to finish advertising. See you later.
Dear Glenn, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that not every item purchased by the buyers is a winner. What is the action plan to rid the stores of lemons? And that's from Dan in store 14. Well, Dan, you happen to be exactly right in your assumption that not all that glitters is gold. When an impending overstock rears its ugly head, I insist that the buyers take swift and decisive action. As a matter of fact, Brad Glazer, our telephone buyer, faced just that kind of problem last week. Hi, Brad. Come on in. What can I do for you?
Yeah, well, Glenn, they just got here.
Well, do what you have to do, but we've got to get rid of those lemons.
Do I really have to do this?
Brad, you know as well as I do, until you free up the slow-moving inventory, we can't bring in the hot merchandise.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Good luck.
Listen, this is going to be easy or this is going to be hard. It all depends on you. I'm a bird. Let me speak. We've got a lot of lemons in our stock right now, and we've got to get them out to make room for the new inventory. I need the RA, and I need it now.
Okay. Where do I sign?
I sign right there.
Well, it's time to talk about movies and show business, and who could be more qualified than my next guest, a girl who specializes in entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, our music and movie buyer, Ms. Cindy Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you okay? What was the problem? Fixing your hair?
Right on my legs.
Sorry, I asked. So, Cindy, what have you got in your bag of tricks for Sight and Sound?
Well, Glenn, I have been incredibly busy putting together this year's event. It's been really exciting, starting with a 17% pickup over last year.
Tell me about movies for Sight and Sound.
We will have so many movies on hand that if you started tonight, it would take you 7 years to watch all of them.
No thanks, I'm busy. But if you could give us some of the titles, that would suffice.
Well, I had wanted to show some clips, but to do that, we'd have to pay a royalty.
And we're too cheap for that.
Right. In place of the clips, my assistant, Ron Spalding, has graciously agreed to act out scenes from the movies. We have everything from Cinderella to Platoon. We've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Dirty Dancing, Good Morning Vietnam,
Good Morning Vietnam,
and Disney cartoons. List goes on, and at prices that will knock your socks off. $7.99 to $19.99.
Whew. I'm sure it can't get more exciting than this.
Oh, but you're wrong, Glenn. It can.
No, I don't believe it.
Yes, we have audio.
Not audio.
Yes, audio. We have music on cassette and CD. All your favorites.
Wait a minute. My favorites? You got Barry Manilow and Glenn Campbell and the Monkees?
No, but we do have Poison, Bobby McFerrin, the Olympics, Dirty Dancing, Judas Priest, Michael Jackson, and Disney book and cassettes for our younger customers.
Thank you very much, Cindy. Sounds like music and movies will help make sight and sound better than ever. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Glenn.
We'll be right back after this.
Top Gun, the video game. This is your dream shot.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. It's now time for my favorite part of the show. What does the picture mean? This senior citizen is smiling because A, there was no waiting at register 6, B, the cashier was courteous and helpful, C, he'll get good use out of the Pampers, Boombox, and Def Leppard CD, purchased Wednesday at 10% off. McCormick just had a phone installed in his car because A, he is sure not to miss a call from Mr. Searman, B, likes to call the office to get the latest sales results during weekend drives, or C, calls Domino Pizza on the way home from work to be sure his pizza's hot. Julie Searman and Phil Otto are smiling because A, they've just seen the October merchandise statement, B, photographer told them to say cheese, or C, Tom Hayes just signed their friendliness cards. The electronics boat in store 19 is presently unmanned because A, the associate on duty is getting a stereo from the back room for a customer, B, the associate is busy selling a VCR at the TV counter, or C, it's lunchtime. Telephone buyer Brad Glazer's desk is vacant right now because A, he's in a vendor room negotiating extra co-op advertising for Venture, B, he's in a strategic planning meeting with management, C, it's after 5 o'clock. The electronics department is relayed every October because A, allows expansion of key categories for the Christmas selling season, B, lets us de-emphasize summer businesses, C, gives the stores something to do in their spare time. Just recently joining the electronics buying staff, I'd like to introduce our newest maven, straight from the drug department, Mr. Paul Bine, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Glenn.
Have a seat.
All right.
So tell me, Paul, what kind of stuff are you pushing this year? No pun intended.
I'd like to introduce my assistant, Bruce Sperstein, who's going to walk us through presentation and the main categories for the Sight and Sound Week.
For Sight and Sound, we chose 3 stereo compacts, a basic unit from Magnavox, a step-up digital unit from Panasonic, and a Grand Prix unit featuring a built-in CD player. And in video, we will be featuring 2 VCRs, a basic 2-head unit for only $189.99, and the Emerson VCR 952 4-head VCR. 4 heads give better special effects.
One more time, Paul. Exactly how much volume are we talking about between Department 065 audio and 315 video?
We expect to do over 2,600,000 for this event.
Quite a number. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Glenn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Bine, electronics buyer. It's time now, once again, for stupid buyer tricks. Won't you follow me this way, please? Hi, I'm Glenn Chase. Who are you and exactly what do you do for Venture?
Well, Glenn, my name is Chris Parker, and I'm an assistant buyer in electronics.
I'm going to take a wild stab at it, Chris, and guess that your stupid buyer trick probably has something to do with this keyboard.
That's right, Glenn. It plays the rhythms, and in less than a week, I've learned how to play this keyboard.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Parker on keyboards. Well, gang, that just about wraps up this episode of Late Night Special Feature, Ventures Fall 1988 Sight and Sound Sale. On behalf of the merchandising and distribution groups, have a great Sight and Sound, and remember our slogan, at Venture, you pay less. Good night, everybody.